Welcome to the desk of Coach Hess today. Our previous sessions we've been talking about mastery of destination, time, money, and delivery. As we move up the ladder and we start looking at what can be done with a business and its growth, exponential growth, geometric growth, compounding, all of those are key terms that you really want to have in your business to increase its profits. Now at ActionCOACH, we have a system that I will show you now that basically is how to grow your business exponentially. All right, it's quite simple, but let me walk you through it on this chart. Number of leads over a period of time. This represents maybe a year, maybe a 6 month, depending on the nature of the business, but remember it's a constant period of time. Number of leads, we say we have 4,000, we have a conversion rate of 25%. All right, you can see that then that creates customers. Number of transactions and average dollar sale combined make your revenue. And of course, profit margin then needs to be applied and you end up with a profit of $50,000. The interesting thing of this chart is that the results are in red. The variables that we can influence and have great power on are all the blue ones, all 5 of those. Now, at ActionCOACH, we have hundreds of ways across those 5 to make a significant difference in growth on those. In some cases, it's 50–60%. And let's just take a normal example of this and say, hey, let's apply 10% to all of those and look at what the growth would be. So with just a 10% increase, you can see the number of leads has gone from 4,000 to 440. Conversion rate 27.5, and therefore your customers are at 1210. All right, transactions, number of times people come over this period of time and do business with us, 2.2, and then 110 for average dollar sale. All right, what you see there is quite a jump in revenue. And then you put a profit margin at 27.5 as well, and you end up with a growth from 50,000 of profit up to 80,525. Significant change. Now that's a little different than 10%, isn't it? In fact, it's around 60%. So that's the compounding growth in the nature. But keep in mind that we at ActionCOACH with 25 years of experience and over 15,000 clients in the world, we have been refining and developing these areas in the blue to give you great solutions and strategies to grow those areas. With that being said, I'd like to support Brad Sugars, who's the owner and founder, of course, of ActionCOACH. On Wednesday of next week, he will be releasing a book and having a webinar about that book. The book's name is "Pulling Profits from Your Hat." It's all about exponential growth, and it would be a great follow-up to this discussion we've had this morning. Much more detail and more like a half-hour program. In this case, I will make sure that you have the URL for the webinar connected to this video. With that being said, have a very happy Easter, and thank you for tuning in to the desk of Coach Hess.